Welcome back, viewers. You're watching The Savera and I'm Shefali. The Delhi High Court today dismissed the bail applications of former Jawaharlal Nehru University students Umar Khalid and Sharjeel Imam, along with 7 other accused persons in a larger conspiracy case linked to the 2020 Northeast Delhi Riots. The division bench of Justice Naveen Chawla and Justice Shailendra Kaur held that their continued custody was justified under the Stringent Unlawful Activities Act. The other accused whose bail pleas were rejected are Mohammad Salim Khan, Shifa ur Rahman, Aftar Khan, Mehreen Haider, Shabad Ahmed, Abdul Khalid Saif and Gulifa Fatima. With this order, nearly all high-profile activists implicated in the conspiracy case remain in jail. Earlier, a separate bench of the High Court had also dismissed the bail plea of Taslim Ahmed in connection with the same case. What is the timeline of the case? In December 2019, early 2020, protests erupted across the country against the Citizenship Amendment Act and the proposed National Register of Citizens. In Delhi, Shaheen Bagh became the epicenter of these demonstrations, inspiring several similar sit-ins across the capital, many of which were women-led. February 2020, tensions peaked during US President Donald Trump's visit to India. Between February 23 and 26, large-scale communal clashes broke out in northeast Delhi. The violence left over 50 people dead, more than 700 injured, and widespread destruction of homes, shops, and religious places. March-April 2020, the Delhi police began registering cases, alleging that the riots was not spontaneous but part of a larger conspiracy. According to them, activists, students, leaders, and civil society members have used the anti-CAA protest as a cover to engineer violence. August-September 2020, Umar Khalid and Sharjeel Imam, both former JNU students and prominent faces of the anti-CAA movement, were arrested. Them, along with others, were charged under the UAPA, marking bail extremely difficult. 21-22, as the trial processed slowly, most of the accused remained in jail. In May 2022, the High Court rejected Umar Khalid's first bail plea. The Supreme Court later directed to the High Court to re-examine the matter, but no relief was granted. Sharjeel Imam's bail application also remained pending. December 2023, Umar Khalid was granted interim bail for 7 days to attend his sister's wedding, marking the only short reprieve from incarceration. September 2024, the High Court once again denied bail to Khalid, Imam and others, citing the seriousness of the allegations of the provision of the UAPA. What are the arguments in court today? Now, during the hearings, the defense argued that the accused have already spent over 4 years in custody without the trial concluding, which is itself under a violation of their fundamental right to speedify the trial. Khalid's lawyer pointed out that he was being penalized for his participation in protests and membership of WhatsApp groups, neither of which amounted to a crime. They emphasized that no weapons, money or incriminated material were recovered from him. Sharjeel Imam, who gained national attention for his speeches against the CAA, also denied being part of any conspiracy, insisting that his words were taken out of the context and that he had no operational connection with Khalid or other accused. Both men insisted that their dissent against government policies have been criminalized. The prosecution, led by Solicitor General Tushar Mehta, took the opposite stance, maintaining that the riots were not a case of mob anger but a premeditated plan to incite communal disharmony and tarnish India's global reputation. Mehta described the conspiracy as sinister and well orchestrated, arguing that national security required strict action. "If you do anything against your nation, you better be in jail till you are acquitted," he told the court. But the debate and its ongoing. The Delhi Riots conspiracy case remains one of the most debated legal battles in recent years. On one hand, the prosecution frames it as an example of how anti-government protests were illegally weaponized into violence. On the other hand, activists and right groups argue that the UAPA has been misused to silence dissent and criminalize protest leaders. Khalid, Imam and others are now expected to challenge the High Court's order in the Supreme Court, where the next round of legal arguments will likely center around constitutional freedoms, the use of anti-terror laws in political cases, and the prolonged detention of individuals without trial. The case continues to highlight broader questions about the balance between protecting national security and safeguarding democratic rights in India's legal and political landscape. That's all for now in this update. Stay tuned to the Savera, download the app and follow us on various social media platforms.